Everybody, Luther for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new Killed by Links, and it's time to take a look at the next deck that's just been butchered and mutilated and just poorly destroyed, and as another example of why Konami did not think things through with this. But anyways, so today we're talking about honestly, I haven't met anybody who doesn't like this archetype, so I kind of want to say fan favorite, but I don't really want to because I don't know how many people really don't like this deck, but also really do. So, Super Quantums, Power Rangers, Super Sentai, whatever you want to call them. I personally prefer Power Rangers, and who doesn't love Power Rangers? I mean, like, seriously, if my analytics are anything to go by, almost everybody who's watching this video has grown up with Power Rangers and at least some variant of it. So, the Power Rangers archetype, I freaking love this deck. It is a lot of fun to play. It's vastly undersupported and could do with, like, I don't know, 5 more cards. But it was pretty fun playing and had a lot of things going for it. I mean, heck, the whole idea of, hey, turning the little pilots into their, their Zoids are a different thing, their Zords, and then combining their Zords into the big, Megazord and everything. That is so cool and so awesome. And you can't do it anymore. You just plain can't. Doesn't matter how a monster is being special summoned from the extra deck, you can't summon more than one unless you go through the extra trouble of making a link monster first. Yeah, that's where this deck really gets hurt by links. Now, the big benefit, though, the saving grace, is that the field spell can summon the dudes back from the graveyard to make the Megazord. The issue with that is, unless you spend like 5 turns stacking materials on top of one of the little Zords, you're not going to be able to have a great Magnus with like more than 4 or 5 material if you're lucky. I mean, like, actually, no, it'd be 3 material on average, maybe 4, unless like you had to use one of the effects to save your monster from being killed or to get rid of a back row so that you can actually summon your great Magnus without getting Solemn Warning. So, at max 4, which is really nice. Hey, look at that. You get your Great Magnus to where you can once per turn just spin back a thing, and then, oh, hey, you also get your Great Magnus to where he's unaffected by cards except for Super Quant cards. But you're missing out on the big thing, and also just the benefit of having more than just 4 materials on him. And that is, of course, your opponent cannot add cards from their deck to the hand by, well, card effects. And that was the big thing that this guy had going for him, other than, just the whole spinning back thing and being a general annoyance as the towers. And that, unlike the other towers monsters, where your opponent can still try to do stuff to get around him, Great Magnus just says, hey, no, you can't do that because you can't add cards from your deck to your hand. But now, because of the new link rules, and on average, you're going to be summoning Great Magnus out with 4 materials, you're not going to be getting that super awesome effect of preventing your opponent from just being able to add stuff from their deck to their hand, which is an incredibly huge deal, because if you look at like all the big decks out there, if you look at True Draco and Zoo in particular, which are the 2 big decks right now, I don't think the ban list is going to come up within like 10 minutes. That's going to take me to do this video, but you never know. So, like, if you look at those 2 big decks, they heavily focus on searching. I mean, like, True Draco, they search and draw off of like 3 different cards, and every single one of them, yeah, sure, the little True Dracos will be able to put them on the field, but you don't always want to do that, and that also opens up to stuff being destroyed by, like, Twin Twister and stuff like that, which can screw over your opponent, which was a really big deal, because Great Magnus said, hey, you can't add it, but you can put it on field, and then, hey, I can spin it back, or, hey, I can pop it with MST or Twin Twister or Cosmic Cyclone, stuff like that. And then also, like, their big thing with, like, True Dracos is freaking Dragonic Diagram. And that Great Magnus locks that out too. So, hey, you can't search off a Dragonic Diagram. Oh, wait, but now you can, because I'm going to be summoning Great Magnus with 4 materials, because I can't summon him with 6. Unless, like, you get really lucky and, like, get to draw, like, back to fronts and stuff like that. Like, in order to make this deck work now, you have to load up on, like, 3 Call to Haunteds, you have to load up on 3 back to the fronts, you have to load up on, like, 3, like, of every single thing that can bring back monsters from the graveyard. And not only that, but also you have to get your stuff in the graveyard first to be able to get them back from the graveyard. Of course, I'm talking about the little mini Zords. in order to, you know, use their effects, attach a dude onto them, and then use the field spell effect to summon Great Magnus. And that's the really big, like, conundrum with this deck, is that you have to go through a hoop and a hurdle. Well, you already had to go through a hoop and a hurdle to, like, actually make him in the first place. Now you have to go through a hoop and a hurdle, jump over the shark, and then dive through a minefield. Wait, that made no sense, but you get the general gist of it. It's so much harder than what it used to be. Now, I will say this. If, like, Konami were to give this more support, this deck more support, I could see them easily giving them a Link monster. Because, you know, we got the Red Ranger, we got the Green Ranger, we got the Blue Ranger, we got the Zordon type of creature. We easily can get the Yellow Ranger, the Silver Ranger, the Pink Ranger, stuff like that. And I hope we do, because this deck is in dire need of more support regardless. So, just seeing the possibility of, like, hey, maybe getting a Link monster that needs, like, three Super Quantum monsters, because this deck can easily get 3 Super Quantum monsters out easily. Like, seriously, special summon Red Layer off of his effect, normal summon Green Layer effect, special summon Blue Layer, search, and then, like, go for the Link 3. That'd be really, really cool, because honestly, that's what this deck needs now, is a Link monster. But I don't know, like, maybe in that Link Frames box thingy that's coming out later this year, we might see Super Quantums get more support and get a Link 3 monster, because that's what they really, really need, and that'd be really, really awesome. But Konami seems to be more focused on, you know, perpetuating their new archetypes and their new decks, and not really focusing on the old ones too much. Well, I say that as they also gave us a new batch of Lightstorm monsters that don't really work well with the old ones, but I'll cover that in a separate video. So, in all seriousness, Super Quantums right now are super dead. Pun intended. But, however, if they get a Link 3, or we get a super generic Link 3 that points down, bottom left, bottom right, like basically the Goki Link monster. So, that would be really, really nice if we get something like that, but, like, it, again, is probably not going to happen. Like, Burning Abyss will probably get one before the Super Quants do. But, hey, you know, you never know. Konami could pull a fast one on us and give us a Super Quantum Silver Layer with, I don't know, Super Quantal Mech Beast, Pterodon. No, we already got the Pterodon. We already got a shark kind of thing. Rhino. There we go, Rhino. Silver Rhino. I went with, like, my brain defaults to the White Ranger from, like, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, because Dino Thunder was, like, my favorite. And he had, like, a Pterodon kind of thing going on. And it wouldn't be a Silver Ranger, it'd be a White Ranger, so either way, you get the point. I really hope this deck gets more support. It's something that is in dire need of it, and especially with links and everything. So, who knows, maybe one day it will. It'd be very, very nice. I haven't met anybody who doesn't like this deck, well, except for people who hate dealing with towers type decks, but that's like the win condition of this archetype. They did get a random support card, I think a Maximum Crisis, which kind of sort of helps out, but it also, like, gives your opponent a free monster. And since it summons it from the extra deck, you can give them a free Link monster, which can just further perpetuate their game state over years, and that can screw you over more. So, like, this card actually got worse. That's so sad. Oh, God. Anyways, guys, so what do you think about Super Quants? Do you think they're dead in Link format? Do you think I'm entirely, completely wrong? Do you think that loading up your deck with triple Back to the Fronts, triple Call to Haunted, and triple Oasis of Dragon Souls, and every other Monster Reborn type deal except Monster Reborn, because we will probably never get it back at this point, is ideal for making this deck at least somewhat playable, even as a rogue option? I personally don't see it, but either way, I really hope to see this deck get more support. I love it so much. I don't know. Either way, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day. If you have any idea for any other archetypes that you want me to talk about that have been killed by links, please leave them down in the comments down below, and I will be sure to talk about them in the next video. I don't know which one I'm going to cover in the next video. I actually really do not know. I probably Ghost Tricks. Yeah, probably Ghost Tricks, except Ghost Tricks aren't really killed by links yet. Like, quotation marks there. And I will get to that when we talk about Ghost Tricks. So guys, see you all later. Peace out. Have a great day. It was your birthday. Happy birthday. And see you all later. Peace out. Goodbye. Lived for life. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my 2 Patreons so far. To my 2 wonderful Patreons, Cambrock223 and Night Zone. You guys are incredibly awesome, and it just I can't express my thanks enough. Thank you guys both, and I hope everybody has a great day. See y'all later. Peace out.